If there is one thing that I want students to take away as the most important thing that they need to be doing, it's planning. The importance of planning is so central to succeeding in your essay. I cannot emphasize that enough. And yet, I hear time and time again from my students that either A, they've not been taught how to plan, or B, they still have no idea how to plan. Learning how to plan is one of the core things that I teach all of my students. Unless you are some kind of magical unicorn essay writer who can sit down and whip up an essay without a plan or spend 5 minutes doing it, then I need to get some tips off you, because even with all of my years of experience in writing essays and teaching students how to write essays now for 20 years, I myself cannot even execute an essay perfectly without investing at least 20 to 30 minutes of my time. So you will hear me use this word repeatedly, investing your time in planning. The use of that word is absolutely deliberate. I refer to as planning as an investment of your time. And it is an investment of your time because what you put into it, you will get so much more out of it. So you will have more focus, you will have more clarity, you will be less stressed, and your essay will be cohesive. So we talk about cohesion, and it's an imperative part of your essay in terms of its structure and organization. Planning helps you achieve that. I refer to your planning as Google Maps. Your planning tells you exactly where you need to go in your essay, and you will never get lost. Planning involves, firstly, understanding exactly what that question is asking you to do. So you've got to make sure you have deconstructed and annotated every part of that question so that you know exactly how to answer it, which is the second part. You need to write your thesis. So your thesis addresses the question and the statement that you could potentially get in the English exam. That isn't just going to come to you magically out of thin air. That's going to take some time and some refining. Thirdly, out of your thesis then comes your topic sentences, your main arguments, your main ideas to your essay. You need to make sure that you have nailed that thesis and that your topic sentences 100% relate back to that thesis in order for you to proceed any further throughout the writing process. So then the fourth part of your planning process is coming up with your evidence to support each of your main arguments and topic sentences. In order to address the 4 parts of your essay successfully, 1, answering the question, 2, writing an effective thesis, 3, coming up with your arguments, and 4, listing your evidence, I don't think that's going to take you 5 minutes. And nor should it. I expect my students to take at least 20 to 30 minutes to plan their essays effectively. What I always say to them is, the time that you invest in your planning is the time that you gain back in your writing. So don't panic and think, I've just wasted, and nothing riles me up more than when my students say, I can't waste my time planning. That is such an oxymoron if ever I heard one. There's no such thing as wasting time planning. So if you use those 20 to 30 minutes to plan effectively, guess what? When you come to actually writing your essay itself, you're just going to churn it out like an unstoppable force. So remember, planning is essential in order to write an effective essay. Do not underestimate the power of planning.